how health professionals communicate with patients?
I would say that the way the nurses communicate are brilliant, but the doctors, for me, it has been very like I'm the patient and I don't know what's best for me, if you know what I mean. So a discussion would be better, you know, and more.
So rather than that authoritarian tone of you need to do
Yeah. That might be just my personality, but, you know.
Do you feel they've ever trivialised it? Like, oh, it's just eczema?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just put this on and you'll be right.
Yeah.
But it affects you for the life, really, I think. Yeah. If it's, you know, if severe eczema can affect you for life. So.
Yeah.
And so far, you know, like my mum's cousin, she had it right through adulthood as well, and she couldn't do the dishes or do work because, you know, her hands would flare up so badly.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So I'm lucky that it hasn't affected my hands that bad, but it has my ankles and my body and all of that stuff. But, yeah.
I can remember in primary school, which is an incredibly long time ago for me, the teacher writing on the board using chalk, and she was wearing gloves and thinking how strange it was, and not realising as a kid in primary school that it was because the chalk made her hands flare up. And it's very misunderstood. Yeah.
And like as a kid, when I had flare-ups, I wasn't allowed to go into public swimming pools. You know,
and it's not that you're going to
actually kick me out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're not going to make other people sick. They might make you sick. Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So it is very misunderstood.
Yeah. In relation to eczema, what would you most like to see from future care and support? This might be from patient organisations, charities or hospitals and clinics.
I guess for kids or for me, for support?
For both. I mean, you've experienced eczema as a child and an adult.
I guess, getting it, it's like anything, I guess, mental illness at the moment as well. Like it's just destigmatizing all of that stuff and letting people know what it, I guess just more transparency with because it does affect a lot of people and it's stigmatized, I guess, because it's so visible.
Yeah. And what advice or tips would you give to other patients and families affected by eczema? So this might be general advice or perhaps something you've tried that's worked really well for you.
I would say, the barrier cream and and stress is a big thing with it too. You know, take some time for yourself rather than because you stress about it, or you stress, like the stress indicators like through year 12 or when I'm a teacher, so reports and stuff like that, you need to step back and actually see. Yeah. You know, you need to relax a bit and know what flare-ups, what your flare-ups are caused by too. Yeah. Know your body. Yeah.
You're not the first one who's mentioned flare-ups in year 12.
Yeah. I was hospitalised for 4 weeks because of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That would have been so hard for you.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're on to our last question now. What would your message be to the people who make decisions about the types of treatment and care people with eczema have access to? So we're thinking there about decision makers being the government, health minister, clinicians or healthcare workers.
I think that pre-care is so important, actually making that available, not making it so that people have access to it, even in remote places, being on the PBS and those specialists as being on the PBS, not just if you've got private health care or whatever. I think that's really important, because then, you know, you the money will go down anyway. The pre-care, I reckon, is the most important. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Danielle, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. We're at the end of our questions now, so I can leave you to get on with the rest of your day. Once we finish the report, we'll send everyone a copy of the results so you can have a read. And we also make sure the government gets a copy and share the results with other charities. And that means that they can use it for their own advocacy or planning, and that'll help them address some of the issues that might have been raised in relation to information or support. Do you have anything else you'd like to add or any questions before I let you go?
No, that's fantastic. Thank you.
All right. No, it's been really interesting hearing about your experience, and I guess not everybody can move to the tropics, but it's good to know that that's been that's brought a big improvement for you.
Yeah, it has.
All right.
And
well,
a lot of people.
Sorry.
Thank you.
No, that's fine. You can say, what were you going to say?
I said a lot of people who I've met up here who have had severe eczema have said the same thing. So I don't know whether saunas or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, and have a great day.
Thanks, Danielle. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.